It began as a whisper in the tabloids, a rumor that the marriage of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Cheryl Hines was crumbling under the weight of scandal. For weeks, the headlines hinted at betrayal, distance, and private battles behind closed doors. But now, Cheryl has stepped forward to tell her side, revealing where she lives and why. The 59-year-old actress, known worldwide for her role in Curb Your Enthusiasm, has been at the center of relentless public speculation. Over recent months, reports swirled that her marriage to RFK Jr., 71, had hit a dangerous low point. The trigger? A widely publicized scandal in which the political heir was accused of exchanging explicit messages with 31-year-old journalist Olivia Nuzzi. For some, this was enough to declare the union beyond repair. Unnamed insiders claimed Cheryl could no longer place her full trust in her husband. Whispers suggested she had gone so far as to order him to bring her to Washington, D.C., fearing that if left alone in Los Angeles, he might give in to temptation. According to these accounts, her demand was not about convenience, it was about control and preserving what they had left. The speculation only intensified when Kennedy purchased a $4.4 million townhouse in the nation's capital. Sources told Page Six that the move was not simply a real estate decision, but a deliberate attempt to appease his wife and rebuild their fragile marital bond. The story was irresistible to gossip columns, a grand gesture from a man accused of betrayal meant to prove his commitment. Cheryl finally addressed the mounting rumors in a candid interview with the Wall Street Journal. From inside their newly purchased home in Washington, she confirmed that she had indeed relocated there to be with her husband, despite earlier claims that she had abandoned her plans to leave Los Angeles. She explained that the decision was real and deliberate, though she continues to spend time in California, where the couple still owns a sprawling Brentwood estate they bought in 2021 for $6.6 million. When asked about the alleged messages between her husband and Nuzzi, Cheryl declined to engage directly. She refused to validate the claims with a detailed rebuttal, instead making a broader point about their relationship. "I don't think there's any point in going through every rumor and headline to try to defend or explain it," she said. "Bobby and I talk about everything. That's how we handle things. We're good friends and we trust each other." Her public words matched her private gestures. On their 11th wedding anniversary, she took to Instagram to post a photo of the couple together, accompanied by a short but heartfelt message. "Happy anniversary, Bobby. We've had 11 amazing years together, and I can't wait to see what the next 11 will bring. I love you." For supporters, it was a declaration of loyalty. For skeptics, it was a performance. But for Cheryl, it seemed to be the truth she wanted the world to hear.
Hines has revealed that the public will soon get a much more personal look at her marriage through her upcoming memoir, Unscripted, which is scheduled for release on November 11. In her conversation with the Wall Street Journal, she explained that the book will leave little doubt about the current state of her relationship with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Whatever challenges they may have faced in the past, she stressed, are firmly in the rearview mirror. From the book, she told the interviewer, one could easily conclude that we love each other, that we are still married, and that whatever we have been through is behind us. The actress also addressed the intense public backlash she has endured for her steadfast defense of her husband, particularly in light of his role as Health and Human Services Secretary in the Trump administration. Kennedy's policies have stirred heated debate among both medical experts and the public, drawing sharp lines between his supporters and his critics. Hines acknowledged that she does not agree with every position or policy her husband has championed. With a smile, she even admitted to a small act of rebellion, sneaking potato chips when Kennedy isn't around, hinting at their light-hearted domestic dynamic. But when it came to his Make America Healthy Again, MAHA initiative, she was clear in her admiration. She described herself as very connected to the program and praised its goals. "I feel like everything they're doing is about being more mindful of what's going into everything, into food, into drinks, and about educating people. So there's nothing that I can think of that I would have been against." Their move to Washington, D.C. has brought them to a striking 4-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom home in Georgetown. Kennedy purchased the property in April, negotiating a price more than $400,000 below its original $4.85 million listing. It is here, in this historic neighborhood, that the couple has begun to settle into a new chapter of their lives together. Photographs published by the Wall Street Journal offer a glimpse inside their residence. One striking image shows a towering portrait of a young Kennedy, an experienced falconer, captured with a bird of prey perched on his outstretched arm, a personal symbol of skill and poise. Another image features Hines seated on a couch, framed by a wall adorned with personal mementos, a portrait of herself and numerous framed photographs of various Kennedy family members. Interspersed among them are newspaper clippings chronicling the family's historic achievements, underscoring a legacy that stretches back decades. It is a home that reflects both pride and heritage and a sense of belonging. Yet it also carries a layer of complexity. In recent months, some of the most pointed criticism of Kennedy's work has come not from political opponents, but from within his own family. Among those who have spoken out are Caroline Kennedy and her son Jack Schlossberg, each of whom has taken aim at both RFK Jr. and Hines for their positions and actions.
Hines did not hide the fact that she felt both hurt and angered by the criticism from members of her husband's own family. Speaking about Caroline Kennedy's decision to describe RFK Jr. as a predator, Hines admitted that she struggled to understand it. "Her comments did make me angry," she said plainly. "I didn't understand why she called him a predator. That didn't make sense to me." But she clearly wanted to use a word that would strike people. The situation with Jack Schlossberg, Caroline's son, was no less tense. He had posted a sharp video on Instagram, urging Hines to call up the family of a child who died of measles and say sorry. Hines chose not to escalate the conflict. "I don't even want to say anything," she remarked, "because anything I say, he's going to think he's going to be, excited that someone's talking about him. I don't understand what's going on with him." Ironically, when Hines and Kennedy first began dating back in 2011, her reception within the Kennedy clan had been warm. She recalled one memorable initiation during an early visit to the family's Hyannisport compound in Massachusetts, a test of both courage and stamina. The challenge? Jumping from the family's sailboat into the open water, then swimming to a nearby jetty while battling strong waves and the occasional jellyfish. "There's a lot of scary fish and creatures and people and rituals," said Kit Kennedy, Robert's eldest daughter from his first marriage. "I feel protective of anyone coming into this crazy thing because they scare me too," but she could hold her own. In recent times, Hines and Kennedy may have found themselves absent from some family gatherings, but their connection to Hyannisport remains strong. In 2022, they purchased their own home in the area for $2.5 million, ensuring they would always have a place within that storied coastal community. Hines has also found her share of encouragement far beyond the Kennedy circle. In Los Angeles, she has been approached by many strangers who expressed their support for her husband's work. Such encounters, she said, remind her that there are people who value the causes he champions, even if those causes are controversial. Her own family, too, has stood firmly behind her. Rebecca, her sister and closest friend, told the Wall Street Journal that she sees no reason for the public attacks. "Why would anyone pick on her?" Rebecca asked. "She hasn't done anything except refuse to leave her husband." While the public debate over Kennedy's career and the couple's relationship shows no sign of disappearing, Cheryl Hines appears determined to weather it. For her, loyalty, resilience, and the ability to hold her own seem to matter far more than the headlines. In the end, the story of Cheryl Hines and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is not only about politics or family disputes, it is also about navigating love and commitment under the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. And perhaps that is the question left for the audience. In a world so quick to judge, what does it truly take to stand by someone?